this one's kind of full on out. Everything's going on here. I did have an error in writing that second point, so let's correct that right away. That should be 3, -2, because if I had the same point twice, I wouldn't have a radius at all. I'd just have a point. Okay, so we need to calculate the distance between those 2 points, which gives us our radius. If our center is at -3, 2, and we know that the point 3, -2 is somewhere on the outside of the circle, that is a line, that's a radius. So we're going to use the distance formula. And I'm going to avoid writing the formula because I've done it so many times I kind of have it memorized. So our radius looks like we get 3 + 3 or 6 squared and 4 squared. 36 + 16, so it looks like our radius is the square root of 52. Okay, now we're going to write the equation. Okay, so we're going to take this radius and put it in our formula for our general form of the equation of a circle with a center not at 0, 0. So our center is here at x1, y1. So we have x minus, our formula has x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. And h and k are just x1 and y1. I hope that's not confusing. Substituting. And simplifying. And done. Same idea. I know that on your sheet it's kind of hard to see, but basically we have the same idea. Our center's at 3, -2, and our point is 1.5, -2. Now, I could run through that radius, that distance calculation, but I can't help but notice, to calculate the radius, I can't help but notice that our y values are both at -2, so our radius is just going to be 3 minus 1.5. So our radius is 2.5, sorry. No, that's 1.5. You can subtract, I guess. Okay. So our radius distance is 1.5, and now we're going to plug this in along with the center point. We're going to use this center point, this radius, and HK, R. So we start with the general form, x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. And our h is 3, k is -2, and the radius is 1.5. And 1.5 squared is 2.25. Okay, last problem. We're going to sketch a graph of the equation. All right, and this is completely different from everything we've been working on in this chapter, but I want to remind you what we see here. This is a quadratic that has, whoops, this is a copy error, that should be an equals. This is a quadratic that has a negative, so that's a reflection. And this is our y translation. This is down 2. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our vertex at 0, -2, and we're just going to graph our quadratic opening down. The reason I know it's the same exact shape as the parent function, y equals x squared, is because there's no multiplier along with that negative for our reflection. So how do we do this? Well, when we're graphing the parent function from the vertex, we'll go right 1 and up 1, but since this is opening down, I'm going down. And then we'll go right 2 and up 4. And there's 2 points that we can just simply reflect across the y-axis. On the XYZ site, all you have to do is you have to graph 2 points on the parabola, and it'll finish it off for you. So make sure that you graph 2 points. Don't try to sketch that parabola. All right, that's all I have for you. I will see you in class.